Today I'm going to talk about my favorite mechanism in Masters of Commerce. I played Masters of Commerce for the first time over Thanksgiving, so a few weeks ago with my family. We had a total of 8 people. This is an older game. I think we were playing like a new edition of an older game, much older game. But the mechanisms in it were really, really interesting. It had a dynamic that I've never seen in a game before. The core idea, because I'm guessing many people probably aren't familiar with this game because it's a little bit older. The core idea is that you divide into 2 groups of people that are asymmetric yet codependent on each other. One of the groups are merchants. I was on that team. I was in that group. I was a merchant who was trying to sell oil, I believe. And we each had a different thing that we were trying to sell. The things that you're trying to sell don't really matter other than separating the difference between the players. So we were merchants trying to sell things, but we didn't have a place to sell them. So the other group are the landlords that offer places where we can sell the things that we need to sell. So the game goes through a few different phases. One of the key ones being this simultaneous, just a live, crazy phase where all of the merchants are trying to get the landlords to carry our stuff. So I might go to a merchant and I'll say, hey, I'll pay you $15 if I can sell my oil at your shop. And each merchant has a limited number of storefronts that they have, so you're trying to claim each of the storefronts for a different thing. And so I might try to go to a merchant and say, hey, I'll buy out all of your storefronts right now for $20 each. Are you interested? And this live phase is really, really cool because just because I made someone an offer and just because they've accepted the offer, they have a little whiteboard that they'll write it down. They'll write down like $20 and they'll put my little token next to it. Someone else can then come in later and up it and increase it and say, hey, I'll give you $25 or $30. So it's kind of a live auction feel, but between 2 groups in real time, which is incredible. I don't think I've ever seen that before in a game. But the thing that just really fascinated me about this game was this idea that there are 2 different groups doing completely different things in the game, yet they completely depend on one another, and everyone's goal is still the same. You're trying to have the most money. Yet at the end of the game, there are 2 winners. There's a winner among the merchants who has the most money, and then there's a winner among the landlords who has the most money. So you end up with 2 winners. So you're only competing against the people in your group. You're trying to cooperate with the people in the other group. One other thing that I just thought was cool that I'll mention is that in that live auction phase where you're trying to claim space that the landlords have, there's a cool mechanism where you can try to lock in a space. So you could say, okay, I'll give you $20 or $30 if you stop offering that space to other people. And so it creates a really interesting dynamic in the negotiation aspect of the game, because it's a lot easier on you if you can just lock in a space, but you might be vastly overpaying for it. So I really like that dynamic in a live auction game. But overall, just really, really cool mechanism of giving 2 different people completely different objectives in the game, but making them rely on one another throughout the game in a competitive game. I thought that was really, really cool. If you have another game that you can think of that has a mechanism similar to this, I'd love to hear about it because it was just really, really innovative to play and experience this game. Or if you have a favorite mechanism in Masters of Commerce, I'd love to hear about that as well. Thanks.